Okay, it's your man StyleCon coming at you today from the Tobacco Company in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania with another video. Now let's get into today's topic of discussion. And that was actually inspired by my man Charles Wallingford. I was watching this one video as a response to Federico about Bremont. And he mentioned in this video about pedigree. Now I'm going to be quite honest with you. Pedigree is typically a term that's used for horses. It's not typically a term used for wristwatches, and then if you check that out, you will find that out for yourself. And with that, there are so many store-bought brands. Store-bought brands, what the hell are you talking about? I mean, like Breguet. I mean, he did mention Blancpain, in his video, but A-Lang, Panerai. These were all dead brands. And someone purchased these names, put watches out. Now these watches have instant pedigree. Well, how do you have instant pedigree when you were actually a dead brand? There's no lineage, and this is the only term that I could figure for the term pedigree in the dictionary that would have any reference to wristwatches. It's basically a chart according a line of ancestry. So if you're a dead brand, your pedigree has died out. You no longer have it. That's just like being a king or queen. If your family dies out and someone takes over, that pedigree is lost. And with wristwatches, think about it. There are brands like MB&F, FP Journe, Richard Mille. They have no pedigree. But you know what? They have no problem selling their watches at all. Richard Mille is not going broke. And this is a prime example. I'm not picking on them, but this is where the word pedigree is so misused in wristwatches, is my man Jacob & Co. Now, those of you that remember Jacob & Co.'s watch that he produced maybe 10, 15 years ago, it was like a 5-timer watch, world timer. This was the most ugliest watch ever known to man. Sometimes they made them in quartz, other times they did have them in automatics, but these were horrible looking watches. If you look it up, you will see that for yourself. And with that, I've been watching like TikToking, CRM Jewelers, and they showed some of Jacob & Co.'s new wristwatches. These things are beautiful. He has come a long way in a short period of time. And guess what? His brand has no pedigree. If you're going to go by pedigree, you say, oh man, you screwed up 15 years ago by making this ugly ass watch that was basically rappers wanted them. I'm not knocking anybody, I like rap, but it was basically I was the people that were buying those, people in the hip-hop community. Now he wanted to branch out. Now he has, and his new watches are extremely beautiful. But where's the pedigree? To me, pedigree is used for one way. It's sort of like people call watches shitter watches. So you can feel better about your purchase and put somebody else down. Pedigree is one of those terms. To me, it's like the middle of the road people, like myself included. You have your Rolexes, you have your Omegas, you have your Breitling, but you're not buying that really high-end stuff from Richard Mille or Jacob & Co. So you can say this brand has pedigree and it makes you feel a little better. Not saying that's the case, but why would you use a word pedigree like with a brand like Bremont and say it has no pedigree, but you can say, oh, a brand like Jacob & Co. and Richard Mille, oh, those watches are phenomenal. Well, you can't have it both ways. It's one or the other. And to me, these brands have no pedigree, and the word pedigree in luxury wristwatches should be a watch that's never used. Once again, it's your man StyleCon. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I'd like to say this is a topic for discussion, so definitely leave a comment, and I will check you out in the next video.